Start off on a journey. That's it. Alright. You're in school. You all go to school together and you're in the same class. But then Killer Creep walks in. And his book bag's 5 times bigger than the average book bag size.
Oh, okay, I already
He walks up to your desk.
Really cool.
He walks up to your desk, John, and he smashes the book bag on your head, knocks you out instantly. What do you do while you're knocked out?
I sleep.
I sleep while I'm
Extremely
sleeping. Extremely effective.
Alright, he picks up his book, he opens it up after he smashed it on your head, and he pulls out a battle axe, and he's coming for you, Killer's Code. What do you do?
A pulled out battle axe out of the page. Okay.
I in fact counterattack by using my Ninjago Super Saiyan moves, and I in fact drop kick him to the ground until he's beaten up to
Killer's
survival.
Code turns into a Lego guy, and he activates Ninja Storm. He starts spinning with his arms out like a T, going really slow spinning.
Yay!
One of his arms gets chopped off by a battle axe. The battle axe gets destroyed and Killer's Code's thick body.
His Lego arm comes off.
Now,
I
Dragon,
just
you have the upper
easily
hand on
reattach-
Killer Creep. What do you do?
I used Gum Gum Red Hawk. Gum Red Hawk.
Extremely effective. Killer Creep gets knocked back 40 feet into John's sleeping body. John wakes up by the impact. John, what do you do with the Killer Creep on top of you?
I get my stand out of my pockets and I start throwing it in his eyes. I pulled the sand out of my pocket and start throwing it in his eyes.
He's on Killer Creep. Killer
Yes,
Creep
definitely.
absorbs it through his body
Okay.
with an energy
Via eye
spell.
holes.
He
What?
grows a penis arm and he's coming for you, Killer's Code. What do you do?
I grab Drago and I use him as defense, so
Whoa,
I do not
can we just
get.
stop this? What are the other
No, shut
students
up.
and teachers doing right now? Just
Oh, the
sitting there.
teacher! The teacher runs up to Killer Creep. Killer Creep turns around and does Naruto hand signs. He summons a flesh cage and
Flesh cage.
traps
Out of
the teacher.
all the things that you can use. Craft a cage with decided flesh.
So,
Literally.
alright, the teacher's stuck and he's coming for you, Killer's Code. What do you do?
Bro, that's a flimsy ass cage if it's
So
just made of flesh.
I grab a child that's to the right to me,
You grab Drago.
and I start throwing children. I just start throwing children at Killer Creep,
Please,
and
please.
then I turn into the Hulk.
Killer's Code grabs Drago by the head with one hand on his head, picks him up and just tosses him. Just tosses him at Killer Creep, and his body like ragdolls in a normal.
Oh god.
He
What
turns
happens
around and
next?
looks at you, John. What do you do?
Oh,
Killer's
Killer
Code's
Creep,
turned around. Killer's Code's turning around to come get you. What do
You
you do?
see, I use, I get a chair and I beat him with it.
John picks up a chair to defend himself. Killer's Code quickly turns back around and sees the impact of Drago into Killer Creep, leaving a hole in Killer Creep. Killer Creep has a hole in him.
Bruh, got destroyed. Oh my god.
Drago, Killer Creep's coming at you. What do you do?
I summoned Darkened. I spam Darkened.
Everyone gets sucked into a black hole, and they go to the Shadow
Uncle
Realm.
Realm. What about the? This gives me idea.
So now everybody's inside the Shadow Realm. Alright, even
Okay, before this, have you noticed that Before this, when we were fighting, you noticed that we were in a small ass classroom. That's like 20 by 20 blocks in Minecraft.
Killer Creep pulls off his head, only to find that it's actually
That he's using it as a bowling ball.
it's actually me under him. I use the command block and summon Giant House.
No, please!
Inside.
I know where this is coming! I know where this is going! I know where this is going!
I disappear. All of you are inside the attic, and you can't. You don't know where I am.
Not like this! Drago, no, you
What do you guys do?
Okay, I will pull out a flashlight and I'll look around.
John picks up a flashlight and leads the way down to the attic. Before they reach to the door, they hear followed by footsteps. John, do you continue to open up the attic door or attic hatch,
Oh,
or do you decide to find another way?
I
in?
let Drago lead the way.
Right, Drago.
I just in case something extremely extreme happens, I summon my chakra. I summon my chakra beforehand so I can be ready.
Okay.
I slowly open the door. I slowly
Drago
open
is
the door.
practicing stand practices in the corner, while John continues to lead the way. As you're opening up the hatch, you see little fingers in the hatch.
You know, I slammed that door so fast it crushes the fingers.
You open up the hatch.
I closed the hatch. I closed the hatch.
No, you don't. Killer's Code, would you like to go down first?
Okay.
Damn it.
Killer's Code walks down first, and right when he gets down, he's followed by everyone else. But what Killer's Code sees is, let's say, a middle-aged man with walking back into a room, but he can only see the feet. So what do you do, Killer's Code? Everyone's down there now.
I in fact grab Killer Creep's battle axe that has been stuck in my arm, and I
okay.
chop the man in half.
Whoa, you're nowhere near him. He's inside of a room.
He's inside of a room.
Down the hallway.
Well, it'd be like that sometimes. I throw my battle axe at him.
You're so smart.
Killer's Code tries to use wall axe and throws a battle axe, but the battle axe just so happens to be in the exact outline of where Drago's standing. Killer's Code throwing a battle axe at you. What do you do?
Since I was practicing my battle stance, I stopped time.
Drago stops time.
He's on water though.
Drago, what do you do while you stop time?
I grab Killer's Code by the pants, slowly pull down his pants to reveal his 18-foot Bible in his pocket. I grab the Bible and then stop time.
Alright. Killer's Code. You successfully stabbed Drago with the axe, considering you never did anything to stop it. Drago's now on the floor bleeding with an axe going straight through his heart.
The uncles grab him and drag him to the room.
Killer's Code, would you like to heal him? No. Nah, this
Please.
lineup doesn't make sense.
Please
You
give
don't
us
have Bible, you can't do it! John, would you like to heal him?
Yes, I will love to heal.
Where's your Bible, John?
Oh, it's in my back pocket. It's a small Bible.
Please!
I need the Holy Bible to.
I'll heal myself! I hold myself! Please!
Drago sits on the floor with a Bible in his hand, slowly picking up his arm, saying out cursed words. He accidentally summons the unknown.
Satan.
You start to feel rumbling from the distance in a footstep-like form.
Oh no! They're coming!
They're coming,
Start to hear
please!
tons and tons of rumbling outside.
We got to go,
Footsteps.
Drago! We can sacrifice the other kids!
What do you do, Killer Shoot?
So you see, my sperm is actually very, it could heal everything. So,
Okay.
I heal Drago. And yeah.
Drago's healed. Drago, what would you like to do?
I chop Killer Code's leg off and use it as a battle axe.
Do you agree with this Killer Code?
No, I do not. I, in fact,
I
grab my leg
forced him to
back
do it.
and-
I forced him to do it.
Killer
Well,
Code,
I
does
forced
he
him
force
to
you
do
to
it with his
do
own
it?
hands.
May I do something?
Well,
It's
I
true,
tie
what
up
would you like to do?
Drago.
They're in the middle of it.
I tie up Drago and I give him to
John interferes. John,
I
what do you
give him
do?
to the man.
So what I do is I don't give a crap what anything they're doing, so I grab the nearest objects and start barricading the room.
As Drago is sitting on the floor bleeding while Killer Code's staring down at him with the paddle axe, John quickly starts running and grabbing planks and shoving them on the only door in the room. He's building up the walls. So what do y'all do?
Well, I'm just doing my thing. Y'all can do your thing.
I'm just doing my thing.
Cause I am.
It's
So
racist.
cancer.
So no one
what do
does
you do, Drago?
anything.
Said Coolest. What do you do? Said Drago. Said Coolest. Saying it to Drago. What do you do, Drago? Said Coolest.
Said Coolest.
I summon my stand, Sticky Fingers.
No,
and
my
open
turn,
a portal
okay.
to where John. Okay. Okay.
As John's building up the
Okay.
barricades, he starts to feel. They're starting to break in.
Oh,
They're starting to break in,
I
John.
sacrifice one of the kids, and I grab the battle axe, and I get ready for battle.
John rips the battle axe out of Drago's heart and does what?
I get ready to fight with several coming.
John prepares himself at the door. Killer Code, what do you do?
I in fact use John as the barricade.
Alright,
Okay.
Killer's Code picks up John while John's wielding a battle axe, protecting. So John's actually sideways. And then that means Killer's Code's grabbing him by the head and the other opposite side of the body where that also happens to be.
Okay.
Drago, what do you do?
What is happening? I can't
They're
follow.
barricading the door.
Okay, I use my stand, the King Crimson, and cut John out of reality. Yes, I
Why?
cut John. I cut John's. Yes, Young's. I destroyed. Scrap that. That's stupid. I destroyed John's barricades. Cause I'm cool.
Alright, as they're building up the barricades, Drago runs over and starts ripping them off the same pace. Drago gets blasted back to the back of the room, creating a hole through the room. What Drago finds? He's sitting in the middle of a cult of uncles, sitting in a circle, 8 of them, all with red coats. They all have their 18-inch Bibles
It's
out.
Uncle Grandpa.
May I get no turn now?
No.
Oh.
Drago, you have been turned in to Uncle Grandpa. They all cast their rituals. Or, you're starting to turn into Uncle Grandpa. John, what do you do?
Well, you see, if he's turned to Uncle Grandpa, I run towards him with the battle axe and make sure I cut his head
He's
off.
not Uncle Grandpa yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I pull out healing syringe that heals out any sort of.
He pulls out Doc.
Cancer.
Doc
You're gonna
made a
do
gun.
this in front of 8 uncles?
Yeah, I pull out Doc's gun and shoots Drago with it.
Drago dies.
Please.
But Uncle Grandpa is lived.
Oh no.
Please,
Alright,
please.
Killer's Code, there's an Uncle Grandpa coming for. I mean, Uncle Grandpa, what do you do? You're evil now.
I switched souls with the nearest person as my last breath as I kill myself with a 12K shotgun. God damn it,
Drago
Uncle.
gets a shotgun, puts it to his head, and then activates it. He pulls the trigger, but then he switches to the uncle next to him.
Yeah.
And Drago has turned into the king of the uncles, as Uncle Grandpa has now been murdered. John turns into an uncle as the uncles barred him. Killer's Code, what do you do while your cover is being turned into an uncle?
I in fact use that uncle, and I vigorously throw him at Drago. So then Drago eats him, but then Kirby comes out of nowhere and eats Uncle.
Killer's Code picks
then
up the uncle, throws it at Drago Uncle. Drago Uncle, what do you do?
I summoned my 100 billion uncle subordinates and used them as meat shields.
Drago rises up on a tower of uncles holding him up, and then he summons 40 million uncles. The uncles are about to bombard you. What do you do, Killer's Code?
I in fact start to eat beans of the Gametron.
Killer's Code, as his last dying wish, pulls out a can of beans, but he can't open it.
No! Then I
Killer's
shall
Code
not
is
die.
bombarded with uncles. Turns into an uncle. Killer's Code Uncle, what do you do?
John, still AFK in the
You
house.
see, I use my healing sperm.
Okay.
Can't. You're an uncle.
I don't care.
Master Uncle, what do you do?
Huh. I order Killer's Code Uncle to be executed as of breaking the rule 66 of committing suicide. Trying to commit suicide.
Killer's
Yes.
Code, you have been
You're
you
being
have
tried
been
to be
charged
execution.
with suicide. You have been
Yes!
assigned suicide for the charge of suiciding.
Suicide rate from Killer's Code dropped to 100.
Do you beg to differ, Killer's Code?
I do tax fraud.
Killer's Code commits tax fraud. He is not charged with suicide. He
Now he's
wins
committed-
this court case. Killer's Code wins!
Yeah!
John joins back. He's the only remaining player. John wins. Good game. Peace, gamers.